I really wanted to get to the hype train. Artificial intelligence, that's cool. My education is basically free. Of course, people here are wonderful. Yeah, I am a lucky man. 700 per month, and my room is 12 meters square. Oh, it's not the most funny part. It's really tricky to not to become lazy in the end. Yeah, at some point I was so lazy to say yes that I started to answer that. Yeah, that's funny, but that's true. When I finally get my free time, I just don't want to do anything. I think I am lack of something sincere. I'm starting to feel homesick. If you're going through all of these challenges and obstacles and you do not know why, it's super depressing. I was not paying much attention to this anxiety. I got older for 5 years. I know it definitely changed me a lot.
Good day, dear friends. I am Vadim, an Erasmus Mundus student, and this is More Than Studying podcast, where international students share their experiences of studying abroad and much more. I hope the stories collected in this podcast are not only helpful, but also inspiring. Remember, what we did, you can also do. Just give it a try. Today, my guest is Roma. He is from Russia, and now he is a master's student in computational science and engineering program at Technical University of Munich. Hi, Roma. How are you?
Hello, Vadim. I'm glad that you invited me. I'm glad to have this talk. I'm super great. And what about you?
Yeah. Everything is going great. Yeah, I just finished my exams, and I know that you are just about to have them, right? What about your experience of studying in Germany in the University of Munich?
That was really confusing at first because it drastically differs from my usual routine that I'm adjusted to. I have different approach towards schedule forming. I have a different approach towards exercise sessions, towards the types of exams. Back in Russia, we had exercise sessions that were mostly relied on solving a lot of practical tasks and problems from some task books, and then we had obligatory home assignments, which were lately checked up. But here we are provided with particular worksheets in advance. Mm-hmm. You are free to check them, or you can just don't give a single try to this. You can just come and the tutor will go through the tasks in this worksheet. It's usually 4 or 5 problems approximately. Mm-hmm. If you're lucky, these home assignments will give you a bonus to your grade in the exam.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think that in KU Leuven it is also a bit different systems with exercise sessions because we studied before with you in the same university, so we had exercise sessions actually every week. Every week we had lecture, and then it was followed by exercise sessions. And here, the maximum, I think I had only 4 exercise sessions for one subject, which was kind of weird because I don't know, you want to apply your knowledge that you gain during lectures, right? And you are not given so many exercises actually to solve. So yeah, kind of missing this, probably.
I guess it was more intense, so you had, you have more workload per the same amount of time. And here, it's really tricky to not to become lazy in the end.
That is true. I think that it might help if the evaluation is continuous, like during the whole semester. So you have to hand in your homework or whatever, and that directly affects your grade at the end. This might help not to be lazy, and this is what we used to have in our previous university, and that's what I am about to have in my next university. But like, never mind. Okay, actually, the first question that I would like to start: why did you choose Germany?
I applied in Munich. I applied for the program in the Grenoble. It's in France. And also in Switzerland. Firstly, I was rejected by the Switzerland University. Then I was accepted. I've got an offer from Munich. And when I got the offer from Munich, I instantly accepted this offer because Technical University of Munich is much higher in the world list of universities, so it was just a question of image. Afterwards, I understood that I was also accepted for the Grenoble University, and my last issue was to get all required travel documents to come here, basically. So until the last minute, I was considering to continue studying in Russia because I was not aware of the results of my applications for travel documents for visa, particularly. It was a lucky coincidence that I'm here, actually.
I think that like the story that you described, it's always good to have a back plan. Like as German people say, sicher ist sicher. So yeah, I mean I understand why you were like considering different universities even in Russia, because like of course you don't know if like all this bureaucracy is going to be good or not, if you succeed in this or not, because like anything can happen. You've chosen Germany, like Munich, because of the status of the university, right? Why do you think it matters? I mean, the rating and this kind of thing.
I'm that kind of person that believes that during your job application, your employer can highly appreciate the name of the university that he could hear of. And when I tell to my friends about the Munich University and about the Grenoble University, I believe that they are both brilliant. They are both great. They have great programs because like international specialists work there, and the program and the curricula that I have read on the website was almost the same. But when I was talking to my friends, of course everybody would approve going to Munich. So it's like the word of mouth. Just you can understand it by talking to people.
From my point of view, also the thing that really matters is your knowledge and your ability to solve problems. And I guess when you are apply for a job, the first thing that you are asked is to solve some kind of a problem, and then like the difficulty of this problem is increasing, and like as far as you are able to apply your knowledge that you gained during your studying, apply your skills, this is the thing that matters, not the rating of the university. I'm not sure like if it is like if there is a correlation between your ability to apply the skills and the rating of the university, because like in higher rated universities, like probably more students that are highly motivated are studying, right?
I really agree with your position. Of course, you get the offers for the job only for your skills, for your hard skills and your soft skills that you can show during the interview. Of course, it's just a bonus.
But in general, how do you find Munich and Germany, living there?
It's really expensive because like even the most simple single room that you can rent here in Munich, not even in the city center, just near the border of the city.
Okay.
You can pay 700 euros for a month.
What?
700
euros per month?
Yeah, 700 per month, and my room is 12 meters square. Here in Munich, you can spend from 300 to like approximately from 3 to 500 euros per month for food. But some great students, some great international students come here with the scholarship from DAAD. They mostly cover all their living costs. I'm self-funding. But I've got a scholarship which is called Deutschlandstipendium.
Okay, how did you get this scholarship?
The process of the application for the scholarship was pretty simple for people who are not enrolled yet. I mean, who are accepted but not yet enrolled. Because you have to specify your success from your bachelor's, actually. You have to specify your CV, your grades, and your motivation for this. And I guess the decision board of this scholarship was satisfied with my application, and that's why I've got
Okay,
this.
that's good. Congratulations with this, because like it really good to have this financial support. Just to at least buy groceries. This really helps. I think it makes the student life a bit easier. What about actually residences? Because like you were talking about renting like a flat or like a shared room, like in a flat or in a house. What about residence? Like, is it possible to get it and maybe it's a bit cheaper or more affordable?
Currently, I'm in a queue.
Still in the queue.
Oh, it's not the most funny part.
Okay.
My queue, which like started in September, it was approximately 5 semesters, while my master's program is optimal for 4 semesters. So basically, my queue is longer than my master's. However, I guess I plan to prolong it. Like we are allowed to prolong our master's program for one additional year. If you're, for example, if you are taking a lot of other courses and you still have to take your mandatory obligatory credits, and if you have to spend some more time, the university allows you to spend 2 additional semesters to finish your mandatory credits and then write a thesis in the end. So, but maybe, maybe in the end, my queue will end.
Maybe we'll see. So you just say like if you're going to study in Munich or in Germany, I'm not sure if it can be extended to the whole country. So you might have to rent a private, like go to a private market to look for accommodation rather than wait for like something that is provided by university.
Mostly people who are living in student apartments right from the start, they are people who have some contacts or friends who are leaving and can like just basically give their own place to a new body. The majority of newcoming students, they have to rent a dorm or some like which is called WG. So like which is in German means kind of dormitory when you're shared apartment. Yeah, shared apartment.
Exactly.
And or to find some private flats.
What about actually paying for studying? Because like I know that in Germany you don't have to pay for studying, and that's why a lot of people are considering this country for doing their masters or bachelors even. What can you say about this?
I can say that I'm paying only 85 euros per semester. It's basically the kind of student council fee that you have to pay.
Okay.
So my education is basically free. But this has changed just recently. So I was enrolled in winter, but starting from summer, every new student which has non-European citizenship has to pay. unfortunately, the master's programs are not free anymore. And the price varies from 4,000 per semester till 6,000 per semester.
Wow.
So, sorry, not from 4 to 6. I mean, it's either 4 or 6.
Okay.
So it depends on the program.
Okay.
And I am a lucky man that started my studying in winter. So my education will be free.
The question of money, I think, is quite tough because you also need a block account for visa. You also need to prove that you are able to pay for your living during your studying, like during the year at least. And then you also have to pay for study, and then you also have to pay for a lot of things actually. For rent in a room, 700. That's a lot. Moving forward from these financial issues, what about social aspects of Germany, of Munich, of your university? How about new friends? How about like keeping contact with friends that you had in Russia? How about like people in Munich in general?
Yeah, that's a complex question actually. Of course, people in the academic world, they are all very, very sensible and very kind people.
Oh.
Of course, they are really polite to each other. They do not have any barriers. So they speak to each other, they plan something for the weekends and stuff. The only problem that I have personally, that for me, even though I have like, I guess, a dozen of new friends from all over the world, the problem is that at some point, you're a bit separated. Why? Because the flexibility of the system allows you to create your own schedule for your studying. Basically, you have to create it by yourself. It's not provided to you. It's not provided by the administration board or anything else, anybody else. And at some point, you just do not see each other because you are attending different courses at the same time. And in the beginning, I was happy to have new contacts with people, and our program has a low number of students, where basically 50 students, approximately 50, whereas in any huge program like informatics could count like 300 students, 300, 400. So while we are 50, we could know each other. We could attend the same courses during our first semester, and that was fine. That was super cool. We could go and celebrate like birthday parties at the restaurants and cafes. We could go to the bar. Like we could do collaborative practical courses and stuff. But at some point, you understand that it's mostly about studying. It's mostly about only academia. Me personally, I think I am lack of something sincere, something which is not about academia at all. When I realize it from time to time, I'm starting to feel homesick. And I constantly chat with my friends from bachelors, from my high school, from my hometown. Talk to them like by Discord, for example. Yeah, and that gives me a relief during that time. In social terms, of course, people here are wonderful, but you cannot, you cannot forge new bonds with them like before.
You know, like I can actually understand what you were explaining with this, communicating with your friends back home, because when I have also like online video calls with my friends, which I know from school, after this communication, I really feel that I was healed. I don't know, kind of calm and in harmony with myself again. I don't know how people do this. somehow. But then, like, I have another question. Like, you say that you would want something more sincere in your relationship with your new friends. And my question is, oh, okay, why don't you do this? I mean, like, if you want to do something more than just studying, why don't you, I don't know, suggest doing something besides studying? And I don't probably try to know these people better, to I don't know, explore their hobbies, or yeah, something like this.
That's a wonderful question. My example is not scalable. It's not general for everybody, but I feel like I'm a bit overwhelmed with the workload I have, and I have to spend all my time mostly for doing something, for learning something, for programming something, reading, etc. Learning a new language, for example, as well. And when I when I finally get to my free time, I just don't want to do anything. Don't want to do anything. I have two activities that I like during my free time is going to the gym and just sitting in my room and watching something, talking to friends, to old friends, because you don't have to, you know each other already. You don't have to tell something about yourself. You don't have to open your soul. You don't have to be open-minded to find some interconnections with a new person. You just speak to people who you already know. But I feel like a lot of people can do it, and that's a great decision. That's a great decision to just try, make a step forward, break the ice. Let's go.
Yeah, I think the most important thing here is just to know what works for you. If, like, even online, a conversation with your friends at home helps you to feel better, and that's enough for you, that's okay, because it's quite understandable that the capacity of your energy, like, you don't have energy for everything, and studying is probably priority number one, but you just make sure that your mental health is also, like, secure and you know how to deal with this homesick, which might be an issue when you're an international student and have to move all around the world. What about then your studying? Because you said that you focus on it quite that you are focused on your studying, and you spent a majority of your time like coding or doing something. Can you just explain a bit in more details what is your studying trajectory is all about? Did you change your trajectory actually or not? And do you enjoy it, or no, or are you considering to change it in the future?
Yeah, thank you for the question. I changed my major, and but I guess it's an interesting story. I'm super thankful for my bachelor's to the university where we were studying, Moscow Institute of Physics and Technology. At some point, I understood that I feel a bit constrained with my bachelor title, constrained in terms of possible work that I can do. And I felt like I'm missing the hype train. I really wanted to get to the hype train. And I really wanted to delve into informatics. Of course, I understood that it's impossible to spend, again, a lot of years diving into a huge new topic like informatics. It's like it's worldwide. I mean, it's super huge. You can learn it for years, and I had some options to make a transition, to shift from applied physics to informatics, and I decided to choose this program, which is called computational science and engineering, because of two reasons. First reason is that it allows me to apply with my background. So my background in applied mathematics and physics is eligible for this program. So I basically can apply. And the second reason for that is that the list of courses is mostly about interconnection of natural science research plus informatics. So I can basically focus on everything which is related to informatics, which is related to programming, to applications in different fields. Since I already have talked about Hype Train, I understood that I'm really interested in artificial intelligence now. Applications are incredible, so yeah, I'm trying to, and that's why I'm spending majority of my time, because of course the machine learning and deep learning, it's not related to computational science and engineering, because computational science and engineering, it's mostly about simulation, modeling, simulating, I don't know, earthquakes, tsunamis, simulating molecular dynamics. And I have to spend more time to study the mandatory curricula, plus something I would like to take, plus something elective, plus something that I would like to take to learn. So that's why I'm a bit overwhelmed.
Actually, like I think I heard that when you are applying for studying abroad, this is quite important to provide a good motivation why you choose your program, like that you choose, and it should like perfectly aligns with your previous background, because like if you significantly change your trajectory, this might be an issue. Like for example, you were studying physics and you decide to go to, I don't know, some theater or art or philosophy, something like this, and this might be a bit difficult to explain the motivation. So from my point of view, your choice it like in a close proximity of your background, so it was not a problem for you to find a good motivation for it, right?
Yeah, you're totally right.
Yeah. So like I guess that the piece of advice would be just to think logically. Like there are things that you would like to study, but you should also take into account that the program itself should align with your previous background, and this is advantage, a really huge advantage for you to be accepted for this program.
Talking about problems, really frequently I feel frustrated when I'm applying for a doctor appointment, when I'm dealing with my bank or something, because first of all, the communication is 95%, oh no, 98%, I guess, it's by post mail.
Yeah, I heard about it.
I cannot explain to what extent it's inconvenient.
I already feel this pain in your voice.
Yeah, and of course it causes problems. For example, I went for a semester break back home, and my vacation overlapped the period when KVR, it's basically the institute that works with foreign people here, with documents. So I was applying for a residence permit. So KVR, they told me, okay, your residence permit is like you will get it. Just we will send you this by post mail. It will come approximately during that period, and I was at home. And since I'm living in a VK, a lot of people here can collect letters that come to your address, and there is a not really satisfying tradition that at some point a bunch of letters can just
be thrown away,
disappear. When I came back to Munich, my letter was not there, but I was promised to get this letter like during the period when I was at home. And I was so nervous. I don't know. I got older for 5 years. I don't know because it's because it's a residence permit.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a super valuable document, and it's at some point it's just not there. And I was calling to the KVR and ask them. I had to call at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. I had to call them, or even 7. I don't remember. Sorry.
Wow.
Really early in the morning when I'm usually sleeping. and they said, we have already sent you this letter, so our system shows that it should be there,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not there, and it's a nightmare basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nightmare, but in the end, there was a happy end. But no worries. But it was super stressful,
Yeah.
extremely stressful.
This is useless stress. I mean, I don't understand why do you need this stress because like it's not very helpful for your studying as well. But yeah, talking about this bureaucracy and all these organization moments, was it okay like to do it all in English, or like are German people more friendlier if you talk with them in German, or I don't know. Like actually, are you studying German now?
Yes, currently I'm finishing the A1 level,
Uh-huh.
so elementary level. But,
but-
every semester
Mhm.
I will learn one new level. So this I will end A1. Next semester will be A2, and so on.
Okay, but why are you learning? Is it obligatory, or do you feel
No,
like
it's my
gonna
it's
be
my
beneficial?
it's my personal initiation. I really like the opportunity to learn the language from the natives. I can hear some tips for day-to-day speech. I guess it's a super valuable opportunity to be more communicable. And what's more, of course, Bavaria, it's not super English-speaking state. I had no options. I know only my mother tongue
Mhm.
and English. Of course, I was super embarrassed when I had to sometimes communicate with Google Translate in my hand. Luckily, that happens only on the, I don't know, doctor appointment reception place,
Okay.
because you can have an appointment with a doctor that knows English. Like you can find such a doctor. But yeah, I feel like it's really important for a lot of companies here, local companies here, that you should know German. You have to be fluent. Mostly every job position that you can find on LinkedIn here,
Mhm.
mostly all of them require fluent German and English,
Mhm.
not only English. So yeah, it's
Well, that's understandable because like
Germ-
like people who live in Germany, they
obviously
they
They
usually
speak
speak German and English. So,
yeah.
but I guess like that some international companies might be quite welcome for also just English speaking, students. Should be, at least that's what I hope.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Like international companies, of course, if you're a great specialist, they will take you. They will offer you a job if you will solve their task, of course, and if you can communicate on some language, no problem.
Yeah. But like in general, studying a new language, it's really good. Yeah, it's just like keeps your mind fit as well. What about other hobbies or extracurricular activities that you are taking or doing? I know that you have some interesting hobbies. Tell me more.
Okay, I have two great obsessions, I guess.
Okay.
It's football
Mhm.
and Formula One, and I can share my passion to Formula One with other guys. We from time to time we gather to watch the Grand Prix,
Mhm.
and even if we didn't, we can discuss it later in the cafeteria and discuss. Oh wow! Did you see that turn? Oh my God! This overtake! Wow! Yeah. Or oh, did you hear that that pilot will resign his contract? No way! And so on. But of course, I cannot drive a Formula One car, but I can play football. Play football from time to time. It's not really regular, but for keeping myself fit, I just go to the gym.
Oh, but what actually about sport system in your university? Like, does the university have gym or like other facilities? Does it organize some kind of group sessions to play football or volleyball or whatever?
Yeah, there is a special system for doing sports. it is called CHS, but I'm not aware of the translation of CHS. Sorry, I just know the acronym. Basically, that's the system which works like usual academia courses. You have to register, but it has a special particular capacity for each sport. So you can register. You have to pay a small fee, 12 or 20 euros per semester, and you register for some particular sport. You can register for volleyball, for tennis, for swimming, for I don't know, even gym.
That's good. But what about something new? Do you think that you gained new hobbies, or I don't know, like talking with people all around the world? Probably something changed in your mindset, or I don't know. Like, do you feel that you've changed a lot? This experience of international studying changed you or not?
It definitely changed me a lot, but not in terms of my character or my likes and dislikes, but mostly in comprehension of people's minds, approaches all over the world from different countries, how people behave themselves, and yeah, that's an interesting international experience of getting you people from different cultures. I'm using talks about our languages that could be similar at some amazing points that you could not imagine before. To be honest, nothing changed me in terms of new hobbies or new passions. No, I guess not. Of course, yeah. Only in terms of studying, I opened this world of artificial intelligence. That's cool. But I spend my free time as usual.
Okay. I think that actually it is, yeah, there should be a balance because, like, what you are talking about, it sounds quite good because, like, it seems that, like, you kept this authentic yourself that is within you, with you, right? And you are still, like, open to new, yeah, to new people, to new contexts. This is good. But actually, another interesting question, like in terms of languages and in terms of like communicating with people, when you arrived in a new country, right, in a new university, and you have to speak English, like you don't have any other choice. You didn't have any other choice, right? So was it difficult in first weeks to constantly like speak English with other people, or I don't know, because it's not your mother tongue? What was your experience?
Like in my case, I was not paying much attention to this. How to say to this anxiety. I was just okay. I will do.
Okay.
I will just speak. I will read. I will listen. It's fine. I'm not scared. But at some point, it turned out that it accumulates a fatigue. At some point. So at some point, it's like a really, really small amount of mental work, which accumulates over time. And at some point, my English became not more sophisticated, but vice versa. It became more simple. Yeah, at some point, I was so lazy to say yes that I started to answer da. because people understand what's da. and
Okay.
and yeah, that's funny, but that's true.
International students who are studying like in this like international environment and they get used to speaking English, that is true on one hand, but on the other hand, they also feel like because they use English every day, they think that they are quite good in it and they stop developing in this, stop practicing English, stop practicing grammar, like learning new words. And this might be an issue because if you want to improve your language skills, you should also take it into account. Like I also feel that my English is far from being good, but yeah, I think I should find some time during this summer to, yeah, you know what? I remembered that last summer I was preparing for IELTS, and I decided to use the same website, just like to keep reading, to keep practicing like audio skills and just writing skills, speaking skills, just like recording this podcast is also a good practice.
Yeah, definitely.
As a wrap up or a conclusion, what piece of advice could you give to international students who are thinking about going abroad but don't know really where? They might consider several universities, or probably you can also give a piece of advice about Munich University or just in general about life as international students. Like there are no limitations, just like whatever you feel important to know.
You have to have a clear goal. You have to understand why you are doing this, why this option is the best, and why it will give you more profit than staying and studying in your home country. Because at some point, if you're going through all this stress, if you're going through all of these challenges and obstacles, and you do not know why, it's super depressing. It's really difficult in terms of mental health. It's really tough. It's you have to overcome the homesickness. You have to overcome the socializing process. You have to overcome difficult studying, maybe even not in mother tongue. So yeah, it's a lot of challenges, and you have to have a clear understanding, clear comprehension why.
Yeah, that is a really good advice. I think that this clear goal is a source of your internal motivation that helps you keep going. But when there is no internal motivation, which also might be a case, there is also an external motivation. That's why you need to make new friends when you arrive to a new university, because these are people who can support you when you don't have enough energy for, I don't know, for studying or for doing anymore. Like if you just don't want to be alone and you need somebody around, yeah, just like spend some energy during first like 2 weeks. Find your company, find these people who will be your support during this academic journey. By the way, like Roma, one more question. What is your goal for now? Yeah, for the future, actually. Like, where are you going to?
My goal is to become a relevant specialist in the world of artificial intelligence. That will hopefully allow me to enjoy my work, and then after enjoy my free time.
Yeah, sounds really good. But you are considering like doing PhD or going to industry?
I'm considering to go through a PhD, but I'm not really sure that I want to do it somewhere abroad, actually.
Okay, yeah, does make sense. Yeah, sure. Because yeah, PhD is also like PhD is it's just another story. You know what? We can record another podcast about PhD, which I'm also thinking about.
Yeah, great idea.
Yeah. This is what the interview. And if you, our dear friends, have any other further questions about studying abroad, please ask them in comments. Share this podcast if you like it, and support us with your feedback. Always do your best and live with all your heart. Roma and Vadim were with you today. Stay tuned to this Modern Studying podcast.